Have you ever wondered what happens when someone's entitlement brews a storm they can't escape? In the heart of a cozy Seattle coffee shop, the morning rush was in full swing. The aroma of roasted beans filled the air, and the hum of conversation blended with the whir of espresso machines. But the harmony shattered when Karen stormed in, her voice slicing through the chatter like a knife. She wasn't just a customer, she was a self-proclaimed coffee expert, demanding a free latte because she used to be a barista and claimed the shop's drinks were subpar. Her eyes gleamed with confidence as she leaned over the counter, pointing at a barista named Mia, a soft-spoken college student working her first job. Karen's complaint? Her latte was too weak. But what nobody knew was that Karen had a plan, a sneaky, entitled scheme to game the system. Karen's accusation wasn't just loud, it was calculated. She'd been pulling this stunt at coffee shops across town for weeks. Her trick was simple but devious. Order a latte, drink half, then swap it with a decaf from another customer's abandoned table. She'd then storm back to the counter, waving the cup like a trophy, demanding a proper drink for free. It was a power play, one she'd perfected to feed her ego and her wallet. At this shop, the Daily Grind, she spotted an easy target in Mia, who was still learning the ropes. Karen's voice boomed, drawing every eye in the room. "This is unacceptable," she snapped, slamming the half-empty cup on the counter. "I was a barista for years, and I know a bad latte when I taste one. Make it right, or I'm calling your manager." Mia, flustered but polite, apologized and offered to remake the drink. Karen smirked, thinking she'd won. But she didn't notice the older woman in the corner, sipping an Americano and watching the scene unfold. That woman was Linda, a retired barista trainer with 20 years of experience, who'd seen Karen's type before. Linda's sharp eyes caught the moment Karen swapped the latte at a nearby table. Her movements quick, but not quick enough. Linda leaned forward, her curiosity piqued. She wasn't the only one watching. A teenager named Ethan, filming TikToks in the shop, had his phone trained on Karen, capturing every word of her outburst. The stage was set for a reckoning nobody saw coming. As Mia scrambled to remake the latte, Karen's demands grew louder. She lectured Mia on proper frothing technique and bean quality, her words dripping with condescension. Customers shifted uncomfortably, some rolling their eyes, others whispering. But Linda had had enough. She stood, her presence commanding despite her unassuming sweater and glasses. "Excuse me," Linda said, her voice calm but firm, cutting through Karen's tirade. "I saw what you did. You swapped that latte with a decaf from another table. You're not fooling anyone." The shop fell silent. Karen's face froze, her mouth half open, caught off guard by the unexpected call-out. Mia paused, the new latte steaming in her hands, her eyes darting between Linda and Karen. Karen's instinct was to double down. "How dare you accuse me?" she shrieked, pointing a manicured finger at Linda. "I'm a professional. I know coffee better than anyone here." But Linda didn't flinch. She stepped closer, her voice steady. "I trained baristas for 2 decades. I know a scam when I see one. You took that decaf from the table over there," she said, pointing to a corner where a cold cup still sat, "and now you're trying to bully this young woman for a free drink." The crowd murmured, heads turning to the abandoned table. Ethan, still filming, zoomed in, his video now live on TikTok, racking up views by the second. Karen's face reddened, but her entitlement fueled her defiance. "This is slander," she shouted, clutching her purse like a shield. "I'll sue this place for defamation." She turned to Mia, demanding the manager. But the twist came from an unexpected source. Ethan, the teenager, stepped forward, holding up his phone. "It's all on video," he said, his voice shaky but resolute. "I recorded you swapping the cups. It's already online." Karen's eyes widened, her bravado crumbling as she realized the evidence was undeniable. The shop buzzed with whispers, customers pulling out their phones to check Ethan's viral post. Comments flooded in. "Karen got caught. What a scam. Justice served." The confrontation reached its peak as Mia's manager, a no-nonsense woman named Sarah, emerged from the back. Sarah had been alerted by a customer's text, and had already seen Ethan's video circulating online. She crossed her arms, staring Karen down. "Ma'am, we have a zero-tolerance policy for fraud. You're not getting a free drink, and you're not welcome back here." Karen sputtered, her words tripping over themselves. "This is outrageous. I'm a loyal customer." But Sarah wasn't having it. "You're a liar," she said plainly. "And thanks to that video, everyone knows it." Karen's scheme unraveled before her eyes, her carefully crafted persona shattered. The crowd's murmurs turned to chuckles, and Karen's face burned with humiliation. As Karen grabbed her bag to storm out, Linda added one final blow. "You know," she said, her tone almost kind, "a real barista would respect the craft, not exploit it." Karen froze, her hand on the door. For a moment, it seemed she might apologize, but her pride swallowed the chance. She pushed through the door, leaving the decaf latte on the table untouched, a symbol of her failed con. The shop erupted in applause as the door swung shut, Mia wiping her eyes with relief, Ethan grinning at his phone's soaring views, and Linda returning to her Americano with a satisfied nod. The aftermath left the coffee shop buzzing with a new energy. Mia, shaken but empowered, thanked Linda and Ethan for stepping in. Sarah gave Mia the rest of the day off, praising her for keeping her cool. Ethan's video went viral, amassing thousands of shares and sparking heated online debates about entitlement and accountability. Customers lingered, sharing stories of their own Karen encounters, turning the shop into a hub of camaraderie. The abandoned decaf latte sat on the table, a quiet reminder of the morning's drama, until a barista cleared it away, restoring the shop's peace. What Karen thought was a clever hustle became her undoing, a lesson in how arrogance can brew its own bitter consequences. Her scam, built on lies and bravado, collapsed under the weight of truth and community. The daily grind thrived, its story spreading far beyond Seattle, inspiring others to call out bad behavior and stand up for what's right. Next time you're in a coffee shop, look around who's brewing trouble and who's ready to serve justice. Share your thoughts. Where do you draw the line between standing up for yourself and crossing into entitlement?